Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is JJ and today I have another pick a card for you guys. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card on what do your guides want you to focus on? What do your angels want you to focus on? Sometimes we get so caught up on everyday things or sometimes we just have a lot of distractions or we don't know what needs our attention at this time. So Spirit really said that we needed this pick a card, so I'm going to do this. We have option 1, 2, and 3. Again, pick the one that you feel the most called to. You can take 3 mindful deep breaths in order to do this. You can also pause the video and see where your eye lands on. There's no right or wrong way of doing this, you guys. Just whichever one you pick, you can always find a message in the reading. Also, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All my information is in the description box below. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Also, the timestamps will be pinned in the comment section below for all of you who watch me on your portable devices. So again, 1, 2, or 3, you can pause the video and ask your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your higher power, where should my focus be? Where is it that you need me to focus at this time? And whenever you feel ready, click play, fast forward to your selected option. So we're going to start off with option number 1. So let's see. Option number 1. What should you be focusing on? Let me move my tripod a little bit. There we go. And assessing. Okay, so at this time, this will be very similar to the 9 of Wands. The energy that I am getting here is a time for you to assess. It's not a time for you to take action. At this time, you might feel and see or have been noticing, if you have been aware, if you are aware, right, that there's not a lot of action taking place. If you ever ride a hot air balloon, you know they don't go by fast, right? It's nice and slow. So at this time, you're being called to actually take a step back and really see. And it's interesting because we have the theme of the reading is what should you focus on, and she has a it's not not binoculars. It's oh my god, you guys know what I'm talking about. But this thing here, to focus on something, right? To see something from afar. So you're being asked at this time to really take your time to see where do you want to go next. That's where Spirit wants you to focus on. That's what Spirit is really telling you that you should do. Also, she's wearing purple, so to me, rely a lot on your intuition. This is a good time for you to connect to your guides, to connect to your intuition, to see what your intuition is telling you about what does it want to pursue next. What do you want to do next? Okay, because I feel like you might be in this time right now where you're just feeling like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what else to do. Like, it feels kind of like a stuck in a rut kind of situation here. Things are coming to a conclusion because we do have a 9, and Spirit is telling me to talk about that. So a 9 to me is always things coming to a conclusion. Things are ending in your life at this time. And that's why Spirit is saying you're wrapping up a cycle to enter a new one. Where is it, or how do you want this new cycle to look for you? It's really important for you to take time off and really look at the bigger picture. Also, detach from a situation, I feel. Self-care. So you're being asked to indulge in self-care at this time. Again, it's not a time for you to take action. It's a time for you to turn inward, to take care of yourself, to really see what does your soul want, what does your heart want at this time. Okay, and the answer is yes. So if you had a yes or no question coming into this reading, your answer is a yes. This also is confirmation to me that what I am saying, it's right on the money. Okay, it's right there with what your guides want you to know. Yeah, you're being asked to just take care of yourself. Get your hair done. I feel like you've been ignoring yourself. People who chose this pile, and we have angelic number 33 here. So your ascended masters, your guides, are definitely here with you, and they're really saying it's time for you to indulge in self-care. Make yourself look pretty. If you haven't had your hair done, if you haven't had your nails done, or if you're a guy, you know, if you haven't gone out with your buddies, or if you haven't gone and play a sport for whatever reason, you haven't had time for that. That time for yourself, I think, is very important for you to go and do that, to enjoy yourself, to go with the flow right now, to not really go against the grain at this time. Okay, it's very important for you guys to just surrender to things. Spirit is really saying wait for the right moment. You're being called to be patient at this time. Again, it's not a moment of taking action. It's time for you to really assess, what do you want to go out and fish? What is it that you want to go out and accomplish next? Okay, she's fishing. So again, tap into that inner create. A lot of Pisces here. You might be a Pisces, or again, you know, it's time to go with the flow. Tap into your inner creativity. You might be seeing a lot of kingfishers. That's the name of these birds here. You might be seeing some of them. Okay, they're your animal guides at this time coming in. They're accompanying you with their weight. Okay, it's time for you to just be calm and really plan things. It's just a call for you to plan. Spirit is just saying you need to plan for what's coming ahead, or for what you want to happen next. It's not a time to be overindulgent. You might be seeing a lot of 7/7s as well. They are showing me that number. So again, this is telling me that your spirit guides are very, very close, that you're on the right path, okay? Just because things are slow doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. And then we have Sacred Fool. This does have some nudity, so please, you know, just for you to be cautious. Sacred Fool is all about, again, seeing what next adventure you want to go. Where do you want to go next? What do you want to do? This is just, it's very much, I love how the cards are playing out together. Because it's a time for you to take care of yourself, but at the same time to plan things. At the same time, see what other adventure you want to do. Because it feels to me like you're tied. Like you're bored where you're at. And you want something new. You want this full energy. You want the rush. You want the excitement. You want the I'm hearing the adrenaline rush. And Spirit is saying, okay, but plan ahead. What is it exactly that you want? It's time for you to ask your spirit guides what it is that you want at this time. Healing. You're definitely being called to heal yourself and listen to your heart. A lot of heart chakra here. Listen to yourself, okay? I can't stress this enough. What is it that you want? Where is it that you want to go next? What is the next step on your journey? And nobody can see. All these girls are alone. They're all alone. This is something you need to do by yourself. This is not something that you're going to find in a pick a card. This is something that you really have to take time and journal and sit with yourself. Okay, to find like the specifics of it. And then we have Scorpio. I am passionate. So what are you passionate about? Again, you have undergone something difficult, right? Transformation, metamorphosis. And Spirit is saying soon you'll be able to fly. Soon you'll be able to flap those wings and go towards the sun. But you need to know what the sun is. Like, you need to know what that thing is for you to fly towards that. And then we have number 42, enter the cave. And this is so interesting because I was saying you can't find this answer in a pig. You're being called to kind of hibernate right now, to take some time off, to really, what it says, enter the cave. Enter the cave and take care of yourself and isolate yourself for a while, just to listen to yourself. Of course, in a healthy way. You guys don't think that I'm saying go and be alone. But just really take some time for yourself. It's time for you to know the deepest parts of your being. You have to be willing to understand what has brought you to this point in your life. Spirit is saying, do not fear yourself. For there is no part of you that is a mistake. There's no part of you that you should change. You are being called right now to focus on your own self-discovery in order for you to reach a deep level of self-awareness. What is it that you like? What is it that is not working for you? Where it is that you wish to go? What brings you that passion, that full energy? What brings you healing? In order for you to manifest prosperity and abundance. Also, it's very important for you to know, again, a lot of people don't like to spend time by themselves because then we start looking at our choices. We start looking at our mistakes. We start looking at perceived mistakes. And Spirit is saying, don't be harsh on yourself. Remember that you did the best you could with the knowledge that you had at that time that you made that perceived mistake. Okay? Also, because we have Scorpio here, Scorpio has two co-rulers, right? Pluto and Mars. So you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, and it might be difficult to enter that cave, to take that time to yourself, because you might hear those demons in your head. You might hear those voices in your head that you don't want to listen to. But you're being called to do that at this time, and to not be harsh on yourself, because what's going to come out of it is something beautiful. It's a new adventure, a new passion for you, because again, where you've been tied up. You haven't been exactly free. Just know that knowing yourself is to gain willpower. So that is what your spirit guides really, it's all about a journey within yourself, knowing thyself, and knowing what we want, where we want to go next. And that is where your guides want you to focus at this time. So I hope this was helpful. I wish you guys the best. And now I'm going to move on to option 2. So for those of you who picked option 2, where should your focus be? What do your guides, your ancestors, your higher power, what do they want you to focus on at this time and this point in your life? Whenever you come across this video, this is when you were meant to hear this. All my videos are timeless. On the unexpected. Okay. So what I'm getting with this is, your guides want you to know that there's something coming that you have not planned for, that you were completely unprepared for. Okay, something unexpected is coming, and they want you to know that, because it's coming very, very soon. It's right around the corner. I am hearing 4 and 3 is 7, so that's a spiritual number. This is a spiritual job or homework, if you can take it in that way. Okay, I can't find my words. It's like a spiritual journey that you have to do, okay? And it's gonna be unexpected. Overthinking, exactly. I can't find my words. We're overthinking things, okay? We're overthinking. Spirit really wants you to know that whatever happens, okay, or something. Some of you, maybe you're already on this energy of, had a tower moment, had a situation here that you totally unprepared for, that you totally did not see coming, blindsided you in some way. Spirit is saying, do not overthink things, okay? Do not hyper focus, because there's more to the story. Don't lose the forest for the trees. I think that's how the saying goes. Your guides want you to know, again, that you're stressing yourself out. You're tripping over yourself, over your thoughts, because you're overthinking. This is kind of like the Nine of Swords energy here for me. Keep the faith. Okay, so again, this is something major. The unexpected with the keep the faith and stop overthinking things. Spirit is saying, you know, whatever is happening, have faith in the process. Have faith that this is something that you needed to go through. Remember, this is a spiritual lesson. There you go. 7 to me are all about spiritual lessons. So this is something that you needed to do. I'm hearing clearing karma away, okay? In some way, whatever this lesson is, whatever this little obstacle was, your guides really want you to know that all of this was to balance the scales in some way. Even if right now for you, it feels like it is bad karma, in essence, it's just balancing the scales, okay? But Spirit is saying, do not overthink things, rely on someone. I feel like your guides are with you, especially female guides at this time. Yeah, what did I say? Yeah, this is opening the Pandora box. Okay, again, you know, it feels to me very like I shouldn't have done that, or you know, why did I do this kind of situation, or I didn't know, because the Pandora box is all about opening the box and there's more to it, right? So something happened, you did something that had like a ripple effect here that was not the best for you, and you're probably just being harsh on yourself. The Spirit is really saying, again, you know, karma is never bad, it's just balancing the scales. Yeah, you took a risk in something and now you're suffering the consequences for it. But again, there is no wrong. There is no bad consequences. They're all lessons, spiritual lessons, okay? That's very important for you guys to know. There's curiosity here. A lot of temptation, wanting to know. Spirit is saying you're really in that energy of like, I'm curious about what if this, what if that, you know, I want to know the details about something. Spirit is saying, you know, curiosity killed a cat kind of thing here. That's the energy that I'm getting. So Spirit is saying, do not overthink things. Do not focus so much on like, what if, you know, I want to know the details. Spirit is just saying, you know, just take the situation for what it is. Accept the situation for what it is. Don't look deeper into it for right now, because what that's going to happen is going to cause a cycle of overthinking, and it's going to make you worry, and we don't want you to do that. All they're saying is keep the faith at this time. That's what you're being asked to do. That's what you're being asked to focus upon. There's a balance here that needs to be struck. I don't know, but I'm getting like consequences. I don't know what this is, but I'm just hearing the consequences of things. Maybe you're right now reflecting on things, on choices that you made a while ago. New birth, guarded vigilantly, number 24. Again, see, there's this woman looks dead to me. This woman looks like there's something new coming, right? We do have the birth of the plant here and the green butterfly. So there's growth here for you in this situation, in this spiritual lesson. There's a lot of growth, and then we have green here too. There's something new that's trying to come in for you. There's something new that you're trying to birth, or Spirit wants you to birth something different. But again, you are overthinking things. You want to know all the details, when Spirit is saying just go with the flow and keep the faith that we're guiding you. That will give you that balance and that harmony for it. 2 is 6. So that to me, 6 is all about harmony. Let's look at your other cards. Psychic knowing. Okay, so your guides are communicating with you through your intuition at this time. I am connected, so you are definitely connected to source. You are connected to your intuition. And I feel like that's what happens when sometimes we're so connected. We're like, okay, because I'm so connected, I want to like kind of, know all the details. And we get mad when Spirit doesn't give us all the details, but Spirit is saying it's because it will cause you to overthink things, and we don't want that to happen, because we want you to be balance. Again, another 7. This is a spiritual lesson for you at this time. Wow, 2 7s in a row. You might be a Gemini. We do have the Gemini card here. Again, this is the balance, the duality of things. Trying to see if I can get anything else here for you guys. You're being asked at this time to really be aware of your cycles. You might be in a cycle right now where you feel very vulnerable. And Spirit is saying this vulnerability is natural and appropriate at this time. Because again, there's something fresh, there's something new trying to emerge. Spirit is saying that new thing that's trying to be birthed or that's trying to happen for you really needs your attention at this time and your care. This could be a new relationship. This could be, a new job, a new idea. It's going to look different for every single one of you. But something new is trying to come in. And that thing needs you to tend to it. Spirit is saying some of you already know what this is. Others of you will sense this very, very soon. Spirit is saying do not be careless with it. Okay? Because it matters greatly. Spirit is saying right now it's time for you to keep your inner sanctuary pure. This may be your room, so it's time for you to do that spring cleaning. I know it's not spring, but kind of like a spring cleaning, or whatever is your sacred place. If you have an altar, clean that up. Spirit is saying be aware of who takes up residency in your sanctuary. So within yourself, what's taking your peace of mind? Are you taking up things from other people? You need to release that. Because Spirit is saying you have an old, dirty suitcase of emotional baggage that has been cluttering up that sacred space within yourself. Because once you do that, that will give you the peace and the spaciousness in order for you to have space for this new thing that's trying to come into your life. What will give you balance at this time is, again, not overthinking things, not being too curious about details, relying on your intuition at this time. You're also being called to focus on living a balanced life. To bring yourself back to the center where everything is connected and you are connected to your higher self. Spirit is saying too much of anything can throw you out of balance, even if it's good things. Spirit is saying your soul needs a quiet time at this time in order for you to grow and process things. You're being called again to honor that cycle. And honor the cycle when it's time to join with your friends, with your family, and your community. Spirit is saying only you can know what you need at this time. And again, that's going to look different for everybody. Maybe for some of you, it's time to connect. We have 2 women here. Maybe for others of you, it's time for you to take some time alone. For others of you, maybe time to connect with a loved one. So that is what I have for you guys. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on. And now I'm going to move on to option 3. those of you who picked option 3, what do your guides or spirit wants you to focus on at this time? On releasing. Releasing what doesn't serve you. Releasing what isn't good for you. Releasing what has died. See, these twigs are dead. In order for you to change, to be free. Release. You are ready. So if you're doubting whether you should release something, whether you should end something, Spirit is saying do not doubt yourself, because you are ready. You are ready for this. You need to trust this. Trust yourself. Yeah, trust. Yeah, it's time for you to trust yourself. Trust that you are ready to let go of that which is, it's not good for you. There's nothing good that's going to come out of it. Out of these, they're not going to revive anymore, right? They're dead. Spirit is saying you know what this is. You know what needs to go. You just been hesitating because maybe you needed a sign, or maybe because you thought you weren't ready. But Spirit is definitely saying you are ready to do this. You are ready to let go of that which is no longer serving you. And then we have number 34. Again, it adds to a 7. So again, this is a spiritual divine mission for you to let go of that person, that thing that is holding you back from living your true purpose, from living from a place of inspiration and passion. See, you've held your... Okay, this picture is so beautiful because this unicorn was here. It was stuck. See? And now it broke out of it. So it's kind of like you've outgrown where you've stationed yourself or where you are at. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to get out of that. Don't be afraid of breaking free. You don't need to stay here in this place that makes you feel so lost and tied up. There's something better waiting for you. That's what I'm hearing. I just heard Pinocchio. I want to be a real boy. So I don't know. Maybe you've been watching Pinocchio. Because Spirit is saying you're keeping yourself here. And only you can get yourself out of there. By changing your thoughts. You are not stuck. Okay? You are ready for this. You are ready to take that leap, to make that choice, to make that change in your life. Don't listen to people who have told you that you wouldn't amount to anything, or what you're doing is wrong. Don't listen to the naysayers. There's so much opportunity here for you. But again, see, she's holding on. Because again, breaking out of whatever feels comfortable for you, even if it's bad for you, it still hurts. Because it's become your safety blanket for so long. But Spirit is saying it's time for you to let that go. Go after that gold. Now I'm getting not everything that glitters is gold. And then we have inspiration. Go after that inspiration. What inspires you? You're being asked to focus on what inspires you. Because there's so much for you out there. There's so much that you can do. You have this creative mind, this beautiful mind that has so many thoughts and ideas. But again, they're just ideas because you're not taking actual steps to pursuing this. To pursuing that idea or that goal. Life will be sweeter once you let go of this. I'm being drawn to the bees here. The beat of your own drum. The woodpecker. This is an opportunity for you to get out of this situation. For some of you, it looks like it's a relationship. A relationship that isn't healthy. It's very toxic. Whatever the situation is, whether it's a person or a relationship, Spirit is saying this has become very, very toxic. It's actually not allowing you to grow. And now you have an opportunity to actually let this go. And Spirit is saying focus on that, on releasing that, so more inspiration can come to you. And you can pursue your inspirations and your aspirations. Don't be afraid to, again, to beat to the rhythm of your own drum here. To be your own unique person. Because whatever this is holding you back from doing what you want. Don't be afraid to be different. Follow your intuition. You need to break free. Yeah, you need to chase that dream. Some of you need to focus on chasing that dream, really getting down and seeing how you're going to pursue this dream. For others of you, this is all about breaking free, about leaving something behind. It's time for you to soar through this glass. Your escape will be a huge transformation. And people who were who did not believe in you. I don't know how to say that word. And yes, you're being called to leave people who, again, do not believe in what you are doing or what you want to do. But Spirit is saying that's okay. Because this unicorn used to be this one here. But he's leaving that. And also leaving behind those who didn't believe in him. Or who only believed that this was the only way of doing things or living their lives. Spirit is saying you become numb. Like this is I want to be a real boy. That's what that keeps coming up. Because these are dolls, right? This is the only unicorn or horse that is real. So they become numb to the routine. Mindless repetition, that's what I'm hearing. And your mind isn't there anymore. You're aspiring to bigger things, to different things. This horse has become claustrophobic and is choking its inner spirit, and it has to break free. Spirit is saying we can't live through life with what might be. At some point, you have to act upon them and amaze others, and you're being called to do that because you are ready. This has become too small for you. It's suffocating. It's shrinking your soul. It's shrinking your beautiful mind that you are, again, that you have so many ideas and so many plans and goals for yourself, and all of that is being shrunk away by you staying here. Literally, it's becoming like claustrophobic. Someone needs to hear it's, I don't know why I keep hearing it's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. Again, maybe you have people who tell you that what you want to do is it's not okay or it's not socially acceptable. Spirit is saying, you know, it's okay. Do what you want to do. It's time for you to walk in joy and to walk your true path. Spirit is saying no one else can walk to the rhythm of your drum. Only you can do that. Because this is a path that no one else has walked. You're going to inspire others. Sharing your wisdom is a true gift, Spirit is saying. But ultimately, it's your choice if you wish to stay here or you wish to set yourself free, essentially. Spirit is saying it's okay. You know, your authentic path will never look like anybody else's, and that is okay. I stress this so much in my IG cards. Every time I get the chance to say it, I always say it. Our path, everyone's path may look similar, but will never be the same as no one else's, because we all walk or dance to the rhythm of our own drum. Do what you love. Share your gifts with others. Don't hold back. It's time for you to express yourself, your true divine self. And that means, again, getting out of this cage here. Because there's a lot of growth waiting for you with the 3 here. Spirit is saying for some of you, there's an idea that has captured your attention or soon will. And Spirit is saying, go for it. Because it is possible. You feel like they're showing me like the bees. They're saying there's a lot of healing here for you. Bee might be your spirit totem animal. You might be seeing a lot of bees. And Spirit is saying, remember, bees fly with wings that are significantly small for their body size. They shouldn't even fly, but yet they do. Okay? So something may seem like, it's impossible for me to break out of this. It's impossible for me to achieve this goal. Spirit is saying, no, remember the bees. Okay, remember that the bees have wings that are significantly small and they still fly. You might be seeing a lot of 333s. There's a lot of great potential for you, but where you are at here, it's being wasted. It's time for you to release yourself. It's almost the same posture, right? Kind of like excited to break free, to release yourself, to free yourself. They kind of have the same thing, kind of like, breaking through something. There might be a breakthrough for some of you. Spirit is saying you are meant to think and do things differently. Why are you holding yourself back? Why are you doubting your ideas, your inspirations? They're saying believe. Believe in yourself and believe in your abilities. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I wish you guys the best. Take care of yourself. It was an honor. God bless you. Bye.